Driving drunk can be absolutely deadly, but I'm going to try it.
Everything in the name of science, of course.
To show you how quickly all of our driving gets worse while driving under the influence, all this happens in a simulator.
Where we can track everything.
Where I'm going, where I'm looking, and while we're at it, we're also going to test my reflexes with tests that the police would also apply when they catch me driving like this. And I can already say this, never drive drunk, just don't.
Okay. The shifting knob looks a bit like a racing knob. There's even resistance when you steer. To know how good of a driver I am or to have a comparison point for driving under the influence, I need to take the driving test sober first.
And of course, there's actually people around that know what they are talking about. Dr. Benno Hartung is one of Germany's most renowned experts when it comes to the influence of drugs such as alcohol and cannabis on driving safety. And Dr. Katharina Zube, who just wrote her dissertation on alcohol and driving impairment on e-scooters. Before I get to go for my first round, we need to double check that I'm really sober.
Anything else would have been a surprise.
0.0, I'm sober.
Good to go. The first challenge is driving in the countryside in a straight line.
Alrighty.
Okay, also wenn du möchtest, darfst du starten.
Ooh, this feels wild.
Wir befinden uns auf einer Landstraße, also
Ja.
die erlaubte Durchschnittsgeschwindigkeit.
100. It really feels like you're actually driving. It's quite realistic. So driving straight isn't too bad, but when you're going like from left to right and back, you can feel like a little bit of motion sickness, and I don't know how that's gonna be when you're intoxicated.
Next, I'll have to drive through a city environment. So needless to say that the simulator takes a bit of getting used to. Benno Hartung and Katharina Zube are also going to employ tactics that police would use if they think that I'd be driving under the influence. So we'll also do a sober benchmarking for them. Walking in a straight line, writing numbers in my hand,
5 or an S?
Yes.
having my eyes follow a pen, and climbing stairs on the spot. These are for visual signs of impairment, but Benno Hartung also makes me take cognitive tests like memory or reading colors out loud.
White, green, black, yellow, red, blue, red, yellow, blue, green, blue, red, yellow, green. Oh my God.
So it's 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your baseline time.
To get hammered, we're going to switch to a nice and sunny spot.
So it's 2:30 and I'm ready for my first spirits mixery. Cheers. Yeah. Second one doesn't taste as well. To science. I'm starting to feel a little bit tipsy. Why is that? Like, how is my body absorbing the alcohol?
So the alcohol is ingested now, and now the alcohol is being resorbed from your stomach into the blood. And the faster the alcohol level increases, the more you feel tipsy.
When is the peak?
You can probably guess that the peak of your alcohol level will be maybe 20 or 30 minutes after your last zip.
Now I've had 3 whiskey cokes.
Yeah. Yep. Me driving now would probably be illegal anywhere in the world, no matter what the per-mil limits are.
We'll check my alcohol level in a second. Alcohol is probably the world's most well-known drug. So well known that many don't see it as a drug, like cannabis or cocaine. Most of the time, alcohol is first analyzed with a breathalyser, and only if you fail that one, the police will take a blood sample from you to measure the concentration in the blood. Many European countries' limits often fall between 0.2 and 0.8 per ml blood alcohol. Sweden sits at 0.2, Germany at 0.5 and the UK at 0.8. Internationally, some countries have a zero tolerance policy. Brazil, United Arab Emirates or the Czech Republic, to just name a few.
What are the factors that influence how much alcohol I'm taking up when I'm drinking?
It depends on your constitution, on your body weight. It depends on how much have you been eating in advance, especially how fatty was your meal. It depends on the time that you need to drink the amount of alcohol, because in the meantime you will eliminate alcohol.
And others have some pretty hefty fines when you exceed the limits. In Japan, you can get imprisoned for 2 years and charged about $7,000. In Singapore, the fine can be up to $10,000 and you'll lose your license for at least 2 years. But back to my drunk driving. Definitely feeling the alcohol here. Before I jump into the car, I need to go through the numbers and memory test.
Green, orange, white, green. I felt like I was almost as fast. Oh, I was faster.
Yeah, so you've
Faster.
And after that, memory.
How are you feeling at the moment?
Like on a night out with some good friends. Yeah.
Where I perform absolutely rubbish.
It's 3 pairs, that's half. Half of what I did originally.
And of course then there is the breath test.
Ah!
So it's not the same like per mil, so you have to take it by 2. So actually you have 1.0.
Okay, so driving anywhere right now would be illegal.
First up, I need to drive in a straight line on a countryside road again.
Ooh, okay. Even though this is a driving simulator, the assumptions on speed are very, very differently to compare it when you're sober, which is crazy. Even though you feel like you're driving 100, you could be going 120 easy. Ooh. Probably the one thing you just less give a shit, and that's what makes you think you yeah, no, I'm not driving in a straight line. But that's what makes you think you're driving good.
And this misperception and increased risk-taking leads to more severe accidents when alcohol is in play. Lowering blood alcohol limits can help decrease fatal accidents and severe injuries. But the lowered limits need to be combined with a lot of police presence and enforcement like randomized breath tests. Otherwise, effects remain neglectable. Which brings us back to my test drive.
When you're turning, it really feels a lot like drifting because you can't really... that was perfect turn! But it's hard to... Okay, yeah, but we didn't run over them, so it's still fine. Sort of.
Und dann darfst du bei der nächsten Möglichkeit eine Parkbucht suchen, also hier rechts an der Seite beispielsweise. Da fährt er mal auch flott rein.
Oops. Okay, how did I drive?
When you're driving drunk, you have less concentration and you'll have the willing more to risk. So it's really dangerous, and also you have a tunnel vision, and so it's difficult for you to recognize situations around you. So yeah, that are the main problems while you're driving drunk.
So again, just don't drink and drive, even when you are within the limits. Now, what do you do after getting smashed? Right, you get one of these kebab bad boys.
For me, the biggest difference drunk to non-drunk was how you perceive speed. Because when you're drunk, you don't really feel that you're going fast. You don't really see that you almost going to hit that curb, or you just don't care. And I think that's a pretty dangerous notion.
So kids, don't drink and drive, subscribe to our channel instead to never miss one of our superb videos.